This is Matt Vallarino with Four Stroke Baron, and you're listening to Rockum Radio.
Hi, Matt.
Nice to meet you, Gino.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm doing well, hanging out.
Great. How are you spending these lockdown days?
I'm doing well. Just playing music and living life.
Wow, great. Let me tell you, Mono Queen is fantastic. Good work.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun to do.
You're very welcome.
Definitely a little different.
How did the idea of this record come up?
So we recorded, we released our label debut with Prosthetic Records in 2018, and we didn't want a huge gap between releases.
Okay.
And we always had a thought that covers would be pretty awesome to do. So we just chose chose kind of the weirdest covers that we could think of. And we're like, hey, let's choose a group of covers that you wouldn't expect one band to cover and make them our own.
Of course.
So that was kind of just what we did. We're like, dude, let's just go as insane as we possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
Have some music come out while we're recording our next album.
Of course, you chose so many great songs for fantastic artists like Churches,
right.
Post Malone, the Canadians, the Red Rider Boys, the British,
Post
Malone, yes, Tom of Tales from the 80s,
yep.
the Beatles. My God, Matt, how was the selection process of that song? Was it easy?
Kirk basically had all those song choices picked out. He's like, dude, I think these songs would be perfect. We had to find songs that were kind of in his vocal range or what would work with, the kind of weird way that he sings. And so he's like, dude, I think all these songs would be perfect. We should try them out. Mm-hmm. So we just went into those songs saying, let's go as insane as we possibly can and make those songs just unique and and crazy sounding.
Oh, of course. Okay.
So yeah, it was Kirk's idea, and then we got together and just said, let's see how crazy we can make these sound.
Okay. The video clip for the song "Lungs" by Churches is awesome.
Yep.
Good job too.
Yeah,
I love that video clip.
Yeah.
Yes. What can you tell me about it?
So it was done by a guy named Tom Yagodinski,
mm-hmm.
and the backstory to that, we got signed to Prosthetic back in, I think it was 2017,
mm-hmm.
and with that we knew that we were going to have to do a music video for our debut with them, and I mean neither one of us, neither Kirk or I looked really all that cool, so we knew we weren't gonna go in a warehouse with fog and strobe lights and trying to look tough, because we're not very tough. And so we were like, man, we got to do a music video, but we don't know what to do. And Kirk actually saw Thomas's work. He did a Mastodon fan music video.
Okay.
He said, dude, we should just try to reach out to this guy, see if he wants to work with us. We reached out to him, and he was excited to work with you guys. So he did 2 of our music videos for Planet Silver Screen,
mm-hmm.
And then he did that video for Mono Queen, and he's actually just getting ready to start working on our music video that we got for the next album we have coming out, hopefully next year.
The next year in 2021.
Yes, that's the plan. So we actually have the next album completely written, recorded.
Okay.
And now we're getting ready to go into the mixing phase. But we got a guy that's gonna hopefully make it sound kick-ass. And the next album, I guess you could think of the covers and think if the covers went even harder than they do. That's the next album.
Good luck with that.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Matt, how do you describe the musical style of Four Stroke Baron?
I think the best way that we like to describe it is we're just we're a pop group that plays heavy music.
Okay, that's good. Sounds really great.
That's the way we do it, because we've gotten all the labels. We've been told, we're kind of like progressive rock or progressive metal, or rock band or alternative rock, and none of those really felt like we feel like those don't really like describe what we play. And we actually had a guy come out to one of our shows when we were on tour in Europe in Copenhagen, and he's like, what? You guys aren't a metal band. You guys are a pop band that plays heavy ass music. And I was like, dude, that's the perfect way to. That's what we call it now. We just call ourselves a pop group.
Okay. Yes, it's not easy to describe your band, your sound.
Right.
It's a little hard. I can find some parts of, I don't know, of Tool, Mastodon, then a little synth pop, and I don't know, British style, and oh my God, in what decade am I? In the 2020, 1980s? I don't know.
Right.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, that was the thing we always struggled with too, is when people say, like, what kind of music do you play? And, if we said progressive metal or progressive rock, we felt like it gave somebody an idea, but I think it was the wrong idea of what it was going to sound like, and we thought we're just a really heavy pop group. We play pop music and it's heavy. Okay. And we feel like that kind of explains it. Like, so it's kind of weird, I guess. And you go in with you're not really knowing what to expect.
Okay, I understand now. And Matt, what does your band name mean?
So it was actually thought up by Kurt. Okay. And he was having a conversation with a friend of his, and somehow they got on the topic of how do you make a Judas Priest song title? What's the formula there? There has to be a formula. So Kurt came up with the formula of how to make a Judas Priest song title, and it needs to have a car reference or a reference to an engine. It needs to have a medieval reference, and it also has to sound vaguely sexual. So the four-stroke Baron happened, and I think the funny part is when he thought of that, he came into the rehearsal studio one day and he just said, "Dude, let's write a really weird EP and call it Four-Stroke Baron." And not that four as a joke, but it was kind of just a joke. We didn't really plan on going much further after we did an EP, but then it just started catching on, and so now we're forever a big Judas Priest song title band.
Wow, great story. Who are the biggest musical influences of your band?
Four-Stroke Baron. So Kirk listens to like a lot of like Barbra Streisand. He likes like weird oldies, kind of Whitney Houston. Okay. I guess our bands that we kind of listen to together, because we have kind of a wide range of music that we listen to, but I think the two bands that me and him agree on are Death Grips and Pantera.
Oh, fantastic! I love Pantera.
Yeah. So we listen to it might not sound like it, but a lot of hip hop actually, like, I guess through lack of a better word, inspires our music. And we listen to a lot of hip hop.
Oh, okay. And Matt, if you could change anything about the music industry, what would it be?
It would be that Four-Stroke Baron would be playing at Wembley Stadium, and we'd be opening for the largest pop act. That's what I would change, because as of right now, that's not happening.
Any last words for the listeners of Rockum?
No, yeah, just check out our music. I think people will dig it. People seem to be digging it, and appreciate you doing this interview with me.